Hi guys, it's the yt1z here, and this is how to make license effects on AVS video editor. So, a lot of you wondered, why make the second such effect almost impossible for anyone to do? Well, you'll find out soon. So, the first second thing we're going to be making is my rotation wave, or LJ from Gaming's rotation wave. So, click video effects, and then go, once you see this, click on the transform category, and then drag rotate on there. There's going to be a lot more video effects, so if you don't have enough lines, just right click that and then click add line. So anyways, you have to click edit effect, and then once you wait for it to respond, keep the angle at 180, but you will need to do something to it. Once it shows this screen, you will need to full fade it in. So, and then click OK. So, don't click cancel because it won't save all your progress. So, the next thing you want to do is go to the special category and then drag TV simulation if I can find that in the window. I don't like TV simulations in the special category. It probably should be in the transform category, I would say. This will get an effect, and once this screen shows up, change the interlight to 0, the amplitude to about 6 or 7, however you want it. The amplitude offset to -13, the vertical speed to 0, the vertical offset to 0, and the interframe size to 0. And that's how you make the TV simulation for my rotation wave. But there's another trick to this. Just don't do anything. Just don't keep the TV simulation in the rotation. Because there's one more effect. So go to the transform section again and then drag wave on here. So once you drag it on there, click edit, and then so once this really shows up, change the pitch to 1, the amplitude to 100, obviously the speed to 0, and then uncheck the vertical. And the last thing you want to do is go to audio, and then go to the 6th category, which is pitch shift, and then change the rate to 120. And that's how you make my rotation wave, or LJF1's Gaming's rotation wave. So, the next central effect we're going to be making is LJF1's Gaming's Crazy Slow Kill, my Crazy Slow Kill. So, a lot of you have been wondering why the second center effect is almost impossible for everyone since there is no RGB to PGR AVS video editor. Well, you will need to watch the full tutorial. The link will be in the description. That is in the description. Because I looked at Hubert 2023's tutorial at how to make it. So watch the tutorial that is in the description. So once you have these adjustments applied, so don't make, so once you have these adjustments applied after the third, the 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 fourth render, change the hue to about 80 or 75, however you want it. And then click OK. So, because when you click cancel, that won't save all your progress. So, click speed, and then change it to 0.3 or 0.3, however you want to say it. So, you will need a second audio sample for this one, so drag this into the audio category, and once you, and then click speed, change it to also change it to 0.3 and then drag it over here. Let's see if it actually works. Wait. Alright, that was just a test, so ignore that. Alright, then you want to stay in the transform category, so, and then drag sphere on here. And click edit effect. And then once you wait for it to respond, change the degree to 10. And if you don't like degree 10, then just change it to 9, or 8 or 7. Or I'd highly recommend 10 or 9. So, and then drag wave. You have to stay in the transform category again. So, and then click edit effect. So, once you wait for this, change the peaks to 2, the amplitude to 100, and the speed to 0. And then that's how you make another one. And you will have to do this, and you will have to do drag wave again. But if you don't feel like dragging it, just right click and then double click. And then it will be easier for you. Because in this one, you have to do the same thing, but uncheck the vertical. And that's how you make the video for it. So, on one of the audio samples, click audio, or video or audio sample, and then go to the 6th category and then change the rate to 70. And then that's how you make it. So, the third one is my dribble picture, LJ 5th gaming dribble pictures, one of you will call it. So, the first thing you want to do is go to color correction and change the hue up to 120. And you have to stay in the transform category and then drag ripple. And stay it as the default. Just don't do anything to it. And then click audio. Just don't do anything. Just don't click edit effect. Just keep it as it is. And then go to the 6th category again. Then change the rate to 63. A lot of you wondered why a high pitch or ripple pitch and not a low pitch. Well, some center effects have low pitch more often than high pitch, so that's why I decided to make a high pitch for the ripple pitch. So, the next thing we're going to be making is binary close or LJ58 is never close, as some of you might call it. And you will need to go to the draw category and then drag border on here. So, you have to make it the length of your video in order to make the center effects. So, once you click edit effect, you have to change the type to the 6th one, which is this one, and change the size to about 60 or 65, however you want it. Well, and then click on the paintbrush and change the color to black, and then click OK. And then go to the transform category again and drag twirl on here. And I'm making the final better version of this. I don't know, I didn't make the final better version on the last one, because I don't know how to make the gradient map on there. So, Hubert and Dagger Rocks, I don't know if you ever, so, you guys are pros at AVS, so, if you can do it, show me how to make this, the Michael Major gradient map, which is the next center effect. And so, once you click edit effect, change the degree to about 7 or 6, however you want it. I'd say 6. So, and you will need to full fade it out since it's mirror twirls. You don't full fade it in because that would be a huge mistake. So full fade it out. And then next thing you want to do is, if you don't feel like dragging border again, then just duplicate it, and then click edit effect. And and you have to do the same thing, but change the type to the seventh one. But I just realized that I made a mistake here. So before adding the 12 here, you want to stay here and then drag one mirror on here. So once you drag one mirror, click edit effect. And once you wait for this to respond, you you will have to change the adjustments. You have to change the direction to right or left. Since yeah, you have to change it to either right or left. Since it is a Vegas Pro thing that I was welcoming you on. Change the offset to 0 and change the alphabet to 100. If you want to know how to make Vegas Pro Mirror on AVS, then watch the tutorial. Watch one of my videos until you see the tutorial there. And then once you've added that on there, you have to apply it like this. Border, one mirror, 12, and then another border, like the thing is 7. You have to do it like this. So, like, so you have to put these settings on, and I already did the one mirror tutorial, so you don't need to do all that. So, and the next thing you want to do is stay at the transform category and then drag zoom on here, since this is a Vegas Pro thing I'm doing. I'm trying to make it look better, like the Vegas Pro version. And change the zoom thing to, wait, wait, just a second. Alright, so change the zoom to about, wait, hang on. So, you have to change the zoom to 18 or 19 or 20. So, and that's how you make your 12th Vegas Pro version. And then you will have to get another audio sample, so drag the audio onto here. Like the same video sample on there. And then once you've done that, go to audio for the first track, and then go to the second category this time, and then so you have to change the reduce to 10. And in the FFT to 1024, then go to pitch shift and change the rate to 140 or 143. I do 143. So go to the audio for the second thing. You have to do the same thing to the noise removal, but in pitch shift, you have to change the rate to 160 or click the preset bass. Or for the second one, you can just click Alto and then change the rate to 140 or 143. And yeah, that's how you make my rotation, mirror twirls. Next is my chord major. So go to the special category and then drag color exchange. And so click edit effect. And once the screen shows up, change color 1 to black and color 2 to blend. And click OK. And then add color exchange again, or duplicate it if you don't feel like adding other thing on there. So keep the color one, actually change the color one to white and change the color two to red. And that's not all for the thing yet. You have to go to the special category or just duplicate TV simulation and put it right here. And then go to audio. Well, you have to do the same thing. You can duplicate the TV simulation for rotation wave and then put it onto the code major. So change the rate to 160 or click base as a preset. And yeah, that's how you make my center effects. So, alright, so here's the result. Alright, so that's how you make the center effects by version on AVS. And if you want to make the second center effects, which is almost impossible for some other people, then click the link in the description to watch Hubert 2K23's tutorial how to make it. So, bye guys, I'll see you later in the next video.